So let's talk about how that process works. So predicting the future of technology is actually pretty simple. All you have to do is look at the patterns that are occurring now, such as the emergence of a particular technology that's happening in the industry, Agentic AI, for instance, and then look at the adoption patterns in the past. In other words, how IT actually adopts the technology and finds value in that technology. And if you're able to make the two meet, in other words, the technology pattern, the rise of a technology trend, is directly related to needs of the IT industry or needs of enterprise IT, then you may have a winner on your hands. And you can predict that to be a positive prediction. In other words, that trend is likely to, not always, to emerge as a key industry driver for the next many years. However, you can also predict the opposite. In other words, if you look at an emerging technology and then you look at whether or not enterprise IT is going to be able to find value in that technology or not, take a critical look at that. Don't listen to the hype. You listen to yourself and you look at the data. Then that may be something that doesn't necessarily emerge or is cared about long term. And there are many instances of those as well. So let's talk about some of the predictions that I got right and what my thinking was around that. So the first and foremost is the cloud costs too much. And I realized early on, many years ago when cloud started to emerge or reemerge, obviously software as a service was around for the last 25 years or so, and then changed into infrastructure as a service as another focus, and then other rising cloud patterns as well.